my channel. My name's Angela and this is Zeb and Thread Tales. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am going on holiday. I'm so excited and I thought it'd be really nice to share it with you. So normally I do a 1 week me made and I do it of the month that I'm in, but I'm gonna do a 2 week me made because it's gonna be my holiday wardrobe, and I thought that would be a really nice thing to share with you. To share with you my holiday clothes and what works, doesn't work, etc. I will say, I'll say it quietly because my husband's sat over there, I have overpacked. So I've got a lot of stuff with me. So each day is going to be a little snippet. So currently we are sat in a Premier Inn in a place called Fareham, really close to Southampton, and we're going to be going on a cruise. We're going on a cruise to the Mediterranean, which is going to cover France and Spain and Italy, and I just can't wait. I am so excited. So first of all, I will share with you what I'm wearing today. I am wearing a very recent make. It is the Deer and Doe, what's it called? Deer and Doe Sirocco jumpsuit, that's the one. I've made this before in a thick Pontoroma. This time I've made it in a viscose jersey. It's not quite right, and I have a lot of alterations to do with it, but for my first day of my holiday and getting to the boat, ship, sorry I keep saying boat, it's a ship, getting to the ship and just being comfortable, I thought this was perfect. So I'll stand up and show you what it looks like. So it is narrower legs, it sort of tapers in down near the ankles. It has these lovely pleats in them which creates this lovely shaping around here. Nice pockets, and it's got a crossover top and nice short sleeves. You could make it with longer sleeves. The other version I made with 3/4 length sleeves, and I've made it in this lovely navy blue, white and red animal type print viscose jersey that I got from Guthrie Garney. So if you would like to follow me for the rest of my holiday, I suggest going and making a cup of tea, having a sit down and taking some of the scenery and a little bit of my chatter. I'll see you on the next day. Bye. Hiya, so we have got to the ship and we've just got into our room. I think John is hiding around the corner.
I am hiding around the corner.
He thought he had to be out of the way. I thought I would share with you what our room looks like. So this is before we empty it with all of our stuff. We've got a nice little bathroom in there, shower cubicle, which I'll fill with all my toiletries in a little bit. We've got the bed and, all right, John? Actually, John's wearing a Handmade t-shirt. He's wearing his t-shirt that I made him quite a few years ago. Wardrobes and settee, tea making facilities, nice dressing table and balcony. So we're still docked up in Southampton at the moment, but it's looking like it's going to be a nice calm time to sail off, so I'm very excited. So we're going to have a cup of tea and then a wander around the ship. Hiya, so it's still the very first day of our holiday, but I got changed into my Sew Over It Lori, I'm not quite sure how to say it, it's spelled L-O-R-I, possibly Lori dress, which is a wrap over woven dress. I really like it. I love the collar. I'm going to talk about this in more detail in my makes video if it hasn't already been released when I release this video. I am having a few troubles with it in terms of it staying together on the crossover, so I think I just need to do a little sort of popper or something like that, or a hook and eye just to keep it in place. But when it's in place, it actually looks really lovely. I'm really pleased with it. So this is what it's looking like. Sorry, I don't quite know where to go to stand to show you what things are looking like, but hopefully at the end of this video there'll be a montage of all the different things that I've had on this holiday. So it's got this really beautiful little stand-up collar. It's felt really nice tonight. I felt really elegant in it, but not too over the top, and it's just been a really nice light and cool dress to wear. So I will leave it there for today and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, so it is Monday today. I've got this funny feeling I'm going to lose complete track of time while we're on this holiday. So it's been a sea day today, and John and I, first of all, we got up and we went to, well, actually John got up before me and went for a run, and then he woke me up, and then we both went to the gym, and then we had showers and had a very quick bit of breakfast, a little bit of a walk around, and then went to a lovely restaurant at lunchtime, which was lovely. Then we came home and we both had a nana nap. Now we're just about to go off and have a little bit more of an explore of the ship, because we haven't done that properly yet. So we're going to go and have a look at all the different decks and what's on board, etc, etc. And tomorrow we'll be arriving in Spain, so we're going to go and have a little adventure there, so I'll share that with you when I do that. So for today, I'd share with you what I've got on. I decided to go with my Kielo wrap dress, and I went with this because out of all the dresses and jumpsuits and clothing that I've brought with me, I feel like this is the heaviest of my summer dresses because it wraps over several times and it's jersey. So it was a potentially slightly cooler day today, so I thought it was better to wear this one. So I really like how this feels. It's really soft, it's really comfortable, it's stretchy fabric. I'm sure you've seen this before, but just in case you haven't, it's this weird kind of flying squirrel type shape dress. I've made it out of this gorgeous fabric that I bought from Material Girl Laura ages and ages ago. Unfortunately, Material Girl Laura doesn't have a shop anymore, but I really like this. It's the only Kielo I've made, but I have tried on a Kielo wrap dress of a friend, Katie, whatever Katie makes, on Instagram, and she's made a woven version, and it's really inspired me to have a go. In fact, I've even bought some fabric to have a go at making a woven Kielo, so I would like to do that at some point. Hiya, so we've docked in Spain, and we're in a place, don't correct me, I know I'm probably not saying it right, hopefully I am, a place called La Coruna. We have not booked any trips or anything like that today, but there are some lovely touristy little bits and pieces around, and there are some beaches, so we've packed a bag and we're just going to go off and have some breakfast and go and explore the town slash city. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I might be able to tell you more about that later. We both got up this morning and I went for a bit of a walk around the deck. John went for a run, and it was really lovely. I saw the sun rising. It was absolutely beautiful, really, really lovely. So I think it's going to be quite a hot day today, so I wanted to wear something light and cool, but I also wanted to make sure that my shoulders were covered while we were out and about walking around. So I've put a dress on that's got my shoulders covered. This is a dress that I haven't worn for a while. I've pulled it out of my cupboard. The only reason I haven't worn it, I think, is because it hasn't been all that sunny, and when it was sunny I was thinking, oh, I'm going to save it for my holiday, and I've put it on and I've realised this is absolutely the sort of style that I love, and I feel like really, really suits me and my body shape. So I've got to make this dress again. It's the McCalls M7947, and if I've got that wrong I will put it across the screen, but this is what it looks like. It's made in a viscose, and it's really light and soft and lightweight. It's got pockets in each pocket, it's got pockets in each side in the side seams. It is very slightly gathered, but it has this nice flat panel here, and then a little bit of gathering under the bust, and a v-neck and buttons down the front. I really like the details on this. It has really cute little tie details each side. So yeah, really loving what I've got on today, and I'm hoping it'll be cool enough, but it'll keep my shoulders covered for not getting burnt. So I'm going to go off and explore, and I might update you a bit later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so we have had a really lovely day today. We went for a beautiful walk on a beach this morning and around the coast, and oh, it was just absolutely glorious, and I even had a dip in the sea, which was brilliant. We've been back and had a bit of a rest. We've had a bit of a dip in the pool. John is here. We're just about to go out for a meal, which is why I'm rushing really, really quickly. I'm just going to show you very quickly that I have got on my Tessuti Patterns Lois dress, but I'm going to put a proper picture in so you can see it properly, because I haven't angled the camera correctly. But I really love this dress. I love the colours, and I love the style of it. And John has got on his McCalls M6044, which is his shirt that I made him recently out of the motorbike fabric. And you look very smart and dashing as well. Thank you. So we're going to say see you later, and I'll come back tomorrow. Bye. Hi, sorry about the brief message last night, but we were on a bit of a time schedule and we were running late, so I wasn't able to sort of share very much. But we did, like I say, have a beautiful day yesterday and went to a beautiful beach, had a lovely walk, and yeah, just a really nice day. So in the evening we went for our meal, like I said, and then we were meant to be going to a festival, but We were so shattered. I don't know whether it was just lots and lots of sun, which we're not used to, and maybe didn't drink enough water, and we were just both shattered. So we actually ended up deciding not to go to the festival, and we thought we'd come back to the room, watch a film. And we got partway through the film and we're just like, I can't keep my eyes open, we're just gonna have to just go to sleep. So we didn't even manage the film, so it's hilarious really. I mean, we're not exactly, you know, like party on. But last night there was the most incredible storm while we were on the ship, and thankfully it didn't make the ship very sort of rocky or wavy or anything, so that was great. But the thunder and lightning was colossal. I've never witnessed anything like that before. I tried to video it, so I'll pop it on now. It might be a little bit flashy, so just to warn you, it might be a bit flashy, but it's very hard to actually pick anything up like that. And I've watched it this morning, watched back what I recorded, and it doesn't look anything like, or you know, as good as what it was last night. But I quite like a thunder and lightning storm. I find it very exciting, and it was quite exciting to sit out on the deck in the middle of the sea. It felt like you were right there in the middle of Mother Nature's kind of angriness. It was quite funny. Not funny, it was quite scary actually. So today we're at sea all day. We're going to have a very quiet day. We've both actually had a lie-in because we woke up with quite a bad headache this morning. We haven't had breakfast yet, and it's about 10 o'clock, so we're going to go and have breakfast now, and we are going to find some quiet places on the boat, and we're just going to sit and relax and just chill for a bit. John's got a book that he wants to read. I've bought my English paper piecing sewing. I've also bought my knitting. Whether I'll get to do that or not, I don't know. I've also brought a book, but we're just going to go and chill really. So we're going to have our breakfast. Before we chill, we've decided we're going to challenge ourselves to go to the top of the boat, walk all the way down all of the stairs to the very bottom of the boat, and then walk all the way back up again, just, you know, so that we're not sat around all day doing absolutely nothing. I know it sounds mad, but we're just trying to make sure we don't super indulge on food without burning off some energy. So today I am wearing my Paper Theory Patterns Zadie jumpsuit, and it's in a viscose. I talked about this on a video recently, saying I wasn't sure if I liked this version. I was going to give it another couple of goes to see if I liked it, and I didn't actually come back at the end of that video to let you know exactly what I thought, but I actually now really like it. I'm really enjoying wearing it, and I'm definitely going to keep it. So this is one that I've sort of tested a couple of times and decided I'm going to keep. So I've gone on long enough for today. I'm going to try and keep it much shorter than this for each day. So I'm going to love you and leave you there. We are going out for a celebratory or black tie event this evening, so I will be dressing up, and I'll come back and show you what I'm wearing then. See you later. Bye. Hiya, so we have had a lovely relaxing day today. We have just chilled out and sunbathed and yapped and slept and had a little bit of eating and what have you. So it is a celebration evening this evening, which is a black tie event. So I've got very dressed up. I'm going to put a picture in here of what I'm wearing, but this is the Patterns by Maison Sicily slip dress. I made it quite a few years ago to go to a dressmaker's ball, and I absolutely love this dress. I've made it in this red crepe back satin. I've also made it in a royal blue, which I've also brought with me and hoping to wear this holiday as well. And I'd love to make another version of it in a drapey viscose fabric, so it's almost a bit more casual. So yeah, so that's me this evening, and my very handsome husband. Sorry, he's now raising his eyeballs to have a he looks very dapper, very handsome as well today. He hasn't got anything me made on, but we're all ready to go out for our evening, aren't we? We are indeed. So I will see you later. Bye. Hiya, so it has been another sea day today, and John and I have taken it very, very easy. We were going to get up this morning and go for a little gym session or a walk and a run, that kind of thing. Well, I wasn't going to run, but John was going to run. But I think we possibly had a bit too much sun yesterday. It was very, very windy. Although we kept up with our sun cream, I think we were both feeling a bit sort of this morning when we got up. So we actually had a really easy morning. We went and had a lovely breakfast, and then we came back to the room. John actually had a bit of a sleep, And I have brought my English paper piecing with me, so I sat and did a little bit of sewing while sat on the balcony here looking out to sea, which was lovely. And then this afternoon we had a afternoon tea booked, and it was in a place called the Epicurean, which was absolutely beautiful. I'll put some pictures up on the screen, and it was just lovely, really, really lovely, and it was exactly what both of us needed. A little bit of food, but very quiet and calm and very nice. So we are going to a show a little bit later on tonight. To get dressed up for the Epicurean today, I put on my latest Lockhart jumpsuit, and I will put a picture up on the screen so you can see it properly. I've really enjoyed wearing this today. It is absolutely my most favourite pattern at the moment. I've got a dress already I'm waiting to make in, you know, this pattern as well, in a different fabric. So I think that's what I'm going to wear to the concert tonight. The concert we're going to, or the show, is Cleopatra Madonna, I think the lady is called Cleopatra Madonna Higgins, and she was somebody on The Voice. I don't know, I'm not very good with things like that, but we saw her the other night doing a different show and she was phenomenal, so we're going to go back and watch her again. Anyway, that's today, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so in the theme of being a me-made holiday, I wanted to share with you this me-made item. Now, it is me-made, but it's not made by me, if that makes any sense at all. It was made by the very lovely Helen, who is Stitch Rip Repeat. We went away for a weekend with the Northern Soul Sisters. That's Rachel, who stitched up, Rowan, the Yorkshire Soga, and Tamlin sewn on the time. And we had a weekend away and decided that we were all going to sew a dressing gown for each other, but we picked a name out of a hat and just got given a name. I ended up sewing one for Tamlin and Helen sewed one for me. So this is a named clothing dressing gown. I don't know the name of it. I'm away on holiday. I have very little access to internet, but I'll put the name up on the screen. And she made this for me, and I wear this all the time. Now you're going to have to excuse it because it's very creased, because obviously it's been in my suitcase, but it's been absolutely perfect for wearing while I've been away. And I have to say, while I've been wearing it, I have thought, oh, do you know what, I really want to make myself another version of this, but a long one, because this only sort of comes up to my knee, which is absolutely perfect for through the summer. But what would be really nice is sort of in the spring and in the autumn is to have a lightweight dressing gown like this, but that is full length. So I think I would like to have a little go at doing that, and then maybe make some really nice swishy pajamas to go with it. So I thought I'd just very quickly share that with you. So I've just had a quick shower and put this on before I get changed, because after we had been for our afternoon tea today, John and I decided to go and have a little dip in the pool and the jacuzzi, and now we are just getting showered up and cleaned up and trying to decide what we're going to do about food tonight. So I will leave you there now for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so it is Friday today, Friday the 13th, and we've had a really lovely day today. So we docked up in Majorca this morning, and John and I got up quite early and went for an early morning breakfast, and then we had a coach trip which was very short, about 20 minutes, to a beach called Palma Nova, and it was absolutely stunning. I'll put a little bit of footage here up of the beach itself. It was just absolutely beautiful, and by 9 o'clock this morning I was in the sea having a dip, so it was just absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Stayed there until about 2:30 and got back to the ship, where we came back, got showered up, and actually I had a little bit of a nap. And then we got ourselves freshened up, and we've just been for a really lovely meal, been for a nice walk, and we've just got back to the room now, and we're going to just cool down from it, because there's air conditioning in our room. It's been super hot today, so it will be really nice just to cool down from it. So just stay in our room for half an hour or so, and then I think we're going to go up to a lovely bar and have a drink. We've now pulled away from Majorca, and we're on our way to Italy, I believe. So it's a sea day tomorrow, and then the next day will be Italy. And I haven't had anything me made on during the day today. I've had my bikini on and a little sort of overshirt that I just bought cheap, just to sort of keep on, and a really cheap dress. But this evening when we got back and got changed, I put on one of my very latest makes, which is the Friday Pattern Company Avenue jumpsuit. So I'll put a picture up on the side here of what that looks like so you can see it properly. But yeah, we're going to go and chill for the rest of the evening. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, it's Saturday morning and we have a sea day today. So John and I are going to have a very chilled out, easy day. It was absolutely lovely yesterday. I am not complaining at all. We had lots of sea and sun and it was just really, really lovely. But we're very tired today and I think sometimes the heat does take it out of you. So we're going to have a chill day, chilling out, trying to make sure we stay in the cool as much as possible, having lots of water. John, who was sat over here, has a bit of a backache today. He's not really sure why. He went to bed feeling perfectly fine. You've woken up with a backache. And I've definitely got a bit of a headache. So we have been and had breakfast and now we're back to our room and we're just going to chill out for a little bit. We've got lunch booked today and an evening meal, and we have got a show booked for later on this evening as well, but we've decided we're probably going to knock that on the head and go to bed early tonight because we've got to get up early for a trip tomorrow. So I thought I would just very quickly share with you what our trip looks like. So this is what is on our screens in our rooms if we want to have a little look at where we've gone. Obviously sort of just up here we've left Southampton and we came round to mainland Spain and then we travelled all the way up to number 3, which is Majorca. We're on our way up to number 4, which is going to be Italy, and then we're going to be coming back down and around past France and Spain again, and then back to Southampton. So that's what our trip looks like. So today I have got on a really lightweight cotton dress. I thought it would be nice and cool, easy to wear. The only thing I do find about this dress is it does crease really easily. I want to say it's a cotton lawn. I'm not 100% sure on what the content of this is, but it does feel like cotton and it's lighter weight than an ordinary cotton. And I've made the Sew Over It Leah dress, which was re-released by Sew Over It a year or so ago. I think they possibly increased their size ranges or something like that, I'm not really sure. So I've made it out of this gorgeous fabric, like I say, I think is a cotton lawn. It's just a really easy breezy, nice dress. I'd like to make it again in a viscose version. I think that would be really nice. It's got pockets in it. It just buttons down the front. I did it with these lovely little covered buttons. I don't know if you can see that. Little covered buttons, which just means that it all blends in really nicely together. And I quite like the length of the sleeves. So if we do go out to get today and it's really hot, obviously that just covers my shoulders. It is a little bit concerning today. There is a very big fog. I don't know how to say that. It's very foggy. It's very big fog. It's very foggy out, and the ship keeps sounding its horn, which is a little bit disconcerting because it's like, is it a little bit worried that other people aren't going to be able to see us? But I'm sure it's fine because we are a very big ship, so I'm hoping people will see us approaching or if they're approaching us. Anyway, that's what I've got on today and that's what we're doing. So I'll probably see you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so I decided to get changed to go out for our evening meal tonight. I wasn't going to, I was going to stay in the dress that I had on all day today. But I don't know, I just felt like getting a little bit dressed up. Sort of done my hair in a plait, put some nice jewellery on, had a nice shower, and I am wearing my So Liberated Stasia dress. It's one of my favourite dresses. It is the lower cut at the front and at the back. I'll put some pictures in, and I also made the sleeves a little bit looser as well, and this one is full length. This goes all the way down, wearing a nice pair of heels. So I'm going to go out and have a meal. In fact, if I ask my husband, I'll very quickly do a twirl for you so you can see the back. This is it, so you can see it all the way around. So it has a lower cut back. It's not mega low, but it's just a little bit lower than the normal sort of cut of the dress, and then a really nice scoop neckline. I've made the sleeves, like I said, a little bit floatier. It's got pockets. It has this lovely sort of V detail at the front, which is difficult to see because obviously this fabric is patterned, but I feel very, very elegant in it. So you can see it's really, really long. I just feel really nice in it, but it's super comfy because it's made out of jersey fabric. So John and I are going to go off and have our meal now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so it is Sunday, it's Father's Day, and we have just arrived in La Spezia. We are in Italy, so we have just docked and we're going to go down and have some breakfast, and then we're off for a trip today. We're going to 2 different cities, so I'm going to take you along for a tiny little bit of it and show you some of the scenery. I have gone for something very, very simple to wear today, and I'm covering up my shoulders and my chest area because I don't want to burn. I've also got a big overshirt to pop on over my shoulders as well if I feel like my arms are getting burned. I've basically got on a New Look 6217 top, which I made a long time ago, paired up with some Sophia trousers, and it's in this incredibly lightweight viscose fabric, so it feels very lightweight, it feels really nice and cool and comfortable, and hopefully it'll keep me protected from the sun. So I'm going to go off and do that, and I'll take you along with me. Bye. Hiya! So it is the end of Sunday and we've had a really lovely and incredibly hot day, and hopefully you'll have seen a little bit of the footage that I've put in of some of the things that we did and saw and ate. It's been really lovely, but we've come back. I've had a snooze, I've got showered up and changed, and John and I are going out for a really lovely evening meal tonight. So I have put on my Anna dress, which is by a pattern company now that I cannot remember. It will come to me and I'll put it across the screen. Sorry about that, but I've made it in this beautiful Chicotica fabric, which is exclusive to Guthrie Ghani, and it's in the viscose. So I made it in this lovely purpley bluey version. They have it in lots of different colorways, or they did. I absolutely love this Anna dress. It's my absolute favourite. I just love the Anna dress altogether, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to going out. I cannot think for them. Oh, By Hand London. There you go. I knew it would come to me. Anna dress by Hand London. Anyway, we're going to go off and enjoy our meal, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya. So it is Wednesday today, I think, Tuesday today. And I didn't do any videoing yesterday because we had a really lazy day, literally by the pool. So I had on a bikini and just a cover up that I purchased from the shop, and we didn't even, you know, go out for a proper evening meal or anything like that. We just kind of grabbed what we wanted during the day and a little small bite to eat in the evening. So I didn't bother recording anything yesterday. Today we've had the most amazing time. We've been to a town which I cannot pronounce, so I'm going to put the name across the screen, and we've gone out and we've gone kayaking and snorkeling, and then we went and had a little bit of lunch and then came back to the ship. We just kind of showered up and rested since we've been back, but the kayaking was absolutely spectacular. We went and saw some caves, we swam, we saw a lot of jellyfish, which are a little bit scary, and we've just had the most amazing day. It really has been so special. It's been really, really lovely, and John and I have had an absolute blast of a day. We've really enjoyed it. So like I say, we've been home. John's actually had a bit of a sleep. I've got showered and changed, and I've changed into a faux jumpsuit. I've changed into my Esty set. It's completely plain black. I've got 2 versions of this. I really would like a brighter, more vibrant colour one, but I actually really like this plain black one. I think it looks really classy and smart. I'll show you what that looks like. So it's a pair of elasticated waist trousers. Really loose fitting. I've actually just got this on with a pair of brown sandals, and then it's a really lovely little top. I had a bit of trouble fitting mine, but I have got a video all about how to fit this and get it to work for you. I really like it. Obviously it gives the look of a jumpsuit, but it's actually a two-piece. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to wear tonight, and we are off to go and have our meal in just a moment. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, so it is Wednesday today, and we have had our breakfast so far. It's a sea day today, so we're not visiting anywhere, and it's a very hot day. I think we're still heading down towards Spain, and then after we've been to a place called Cadiz tomorrow, we're then travelling back to Southampton and we'll be home. So today I have got on my first Helen's Closet lock heart that I made. I will pop a picture up on the screen so you can see it properly. This is the first version I made with the inseam pockets, as opposed to changing it to the slanty pockets. And actually, if I'm honest with you, it doesn't really make a big amount of difference. I'm glad that I changed it on my other version, but these are actually still quite nice as well. This was my trial run. It was a bit of a practice to see if I liked it and to check the fit, etc. And I had to make 1 or 2 adjustments for my next version, literally in the crotch depth and the length of the bodice, but that was it. But it was definitely my first point of falling in love with this pattern. Absolutely love it. So that's what I've got on today. That's what we're doing. Oh, have I said what we're doing today? I don't think I have. We are going to have a very chilled out day. We're going to try and have a little bit of a sunbathe, a little bit of a dip in the pool, but I think we're also going to try and avoid staying in the sun for too long today. It is energy zapping, sort of being in the heat. So yeah, just trying to monitor how much time we spend in the sun and make sure we drink plenty of water. But we are going out for a really nice meal tonight, so I will probably change into something different again, and I will share with you what I'm wearing now. Hiya, so as promised, I've come back again. I'm with John this time because he's got me made shirt on. You like your shirt? Is it, you say you think this is your favourite one that I've made you? Yeah, I really like that one. So again, it's the McCalls M6044. I have my Tea in the Buttons Lotta dress on in my Harlequin, gone all shy, Harlequin fabric that I got at Make. I absolutely love this dress. I don't wear it enough. I've put it on today thinking, is it going to be okay or not? And gone, why don't I wear it more? So I love doing that and sort of discovering that I've, you know, for some reason made it up in my mind that it doesn't suit me or something. So I really like it. Definitely need to make more of these, and I'll put a picture up here fully of what it looks like. But I really like it. I love the fabric, I love the colouring, and it feels very comfortable but still put together to go out for our meal tonight. So I'll say see you later. Hiya, so it is Thursday today. I have lost all track of time. It's Thursday today, and John and I have been up already and had some breakfast. We were meant to be going into the port of Cadiz today, or into Cadiz, which is in Spain, but there has been some political unrest there apparently, which was very peaceful, so we were still going to dock there, but overnight it has turned to violence and yeah, not great. So the crew apparently decided overnight that they were going to change course, and we've actually come into Gibraltar. So the trip that we had planned has been cancelled now, and we are just going to go for a little bit of a wander, a bit of a walk, and then we've got to get back on the boat earlier, ship, keep calling it a boat, ship earlier, so that we can set sail, because we've now got a bit of a longer trip. Anyway, you probably didn't need to know all of that. I thought I would show you, we are sat next to a great big yacht. We're trying to decide whether it's somebody's that's famous that's their yacht, but it looks absolutely amazing. This video and photo doesn't really give it justice because I'm sat behind a glass shield, but yeah, it looks amazing. So like I say, we're just sat, just chilling. We've been having a cup of tea, and we're going to go out for a walk now, but I thought I'd share with you what I've got on. I'm actually out on the deck, but it's very quiet, so I'm being really brave and doing a video. I've got on a new look. Is it new look or McCalls? I'll put it on the screen, but it's the M7116 dress. I made this a year or 2 years ago. It hasn't been my favourite dress, but really weirdly a bit like the Tilly the Buttons Lotta dress. I've put it on today and I actually really like what what this looks like, and it feels really nice. So it's just a slightly gathered sort of dress around here. It's elasticated all the way around, so it's very soft and easy to wear. And then this is bias cut. I think this is a little bit clipper. It's not tight, but I thought it was floatier. But I really like what it looks like. It comes to my knees. Quite like the idea of making a longer version of this. This is a really cheap viscose that I bought from Hobbycraft or something like that as a trial version for this. So I'll definitely have a go at making this again. And the pattern has different variations of it with like a strappy version and all that kind of thing. So anyway, wearing this today, we're going to go back to our cabin in a moment just to freshen up, rebrush our teeth and things like that after breakfast, and we're going to go out for a walk. So anyway, I will see you later. Bye. Hiya, so we've had a really lovely day. We've left Gibraltar. I've taken a little bit of video footage of us leaving and some of the scenery there, which was really nice. We didn't actually go out and leave the ship because we didn't have very much time, and John and I were a bit nervous about going and not getting back on board and then being stuck here. So we are now sort of just in between Spain and Morocco, and we are heading back towards Southampton to end our trip. So we've got 2 days on board ship now, and we're about to go out for a lovely meal. I've got on my very first version of the By Hand London Anna dress. This is the dress that I wore the other evening, but in a different fabric. I really love this one. It's really nice. It doesn't fit me quite as nicely. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you can see it. Unfortunately, it just gapes a little bit around the neck, but only really I probably noticed that, and I've got my other one to fit me a lot better, if that makes any sense. So I still wear it. So I'm going out and I feel really nice. I feel very elegant in it because it's lovely and long, and yeah, hopefully we'll have a nice meal, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so it is Friday morning and it's a sea day today. All we have left now is sea days, and we had a much lazier morning this morning. We got up a little bit later, had some later breakfast, which was actually quite nice, and then we decided to go and have a little dip in one of the jacuzzis. There's jacuzzis dotted all the way around on the ship, but we haven't gone in one at all this time, so we just thought it'd be quite nice to have a little try, which is quite nice. And we've come back. I've put some washing on. Sounds very mundane now I'm on holiday. Put some washing on. And I think we're going to go and have a bit of a I think we're going to go and have a cup of tea and a cup of coffee downstairs and try and plan out what we're going to do for the rest of the day. It's a bit of a strange one when you're on board ship all day. It's sort of like, what do we do? But we are going out for a really nice meal tonight. It's the celebration evening, so it's a very smart dress. I'm really excited about putting on what I'm going to be wearing. So today, for the remainder of the day, unless I get into my costume to go in the pool, I have got on a True Bias Shelby romper suit. It can come as a dress or a like a shorts or trousers sort of version. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's very short, but it is shorts, so I feel very safe in it. But it kind of looks like a dress. I really like it. It's buttoned down the front, princess seams, and yeah, it's just very simple little dress. It doesn't come with pockets, but it tells you if you want to put pockets in, this is where you would do it, and that's what I did. I can't remember what I did. I think I just pinched a pattern piece out of another pattern. I did have a bit of a disaster with this morning. In fact, I've had a couple of disasters this week. I put on a pair of shoes, and when I went to a restaurant, they broke, so they've gone in the bin. And this morning I put this on, and this has got a tie just at the back. It doesn't particularly do anything, it just very slightly cinches it in just to give you that bit more shape. And I put it on and it was fine. And I sat down to sort of brush my hair, and then all of a sudden one of the straps just pinged off completely. And I was like, great, what do I do? Do I just not wear it today now? Do I cut the other one off, which I didn't really want to do? And then I thought, I have also got my a needle and thread with me because I've been doing some of my English paper piecing, so I thought, I could actually just stitch it up. So I whipped it off and I stitched it up, but it was very annoying because I didn't really like the fact that it had broken. Right?
Dodgy workmanship, I think.
Cheeky thing. Anyway, wasn't dodgy, or maybe it was a little bit dodgy, but a little bit frustrating that happened. Anyway, we're going to go off and have our tea and coffee, plan the rest of the day, and I'll come back this evening when I've changed into my posh frock for this evening. See you later. Hiya. So it is Friday night and John and I are all dressed up. You've got your nice smart waistcoat on. You're going to be putting on your jacket in a minute, and I've got on my blue version of my Sewing Maison Patterns Sicily slip dress, and this time I've got it in the royal blue. I think, even though I love the red, I think the blue is my absolute favourite. I'll put a picture up on the screen, probably right over John's face, of what this looks like on. But yeah, we're going to go out and enjoy our evening. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, so we have reached the very last day of our holiday. We've got one more day tomorrow in terms of we're going to dock tomorrow and get out. So I'm going to be sharing one last day with you tomorrow, a very quick short one tomorrow, and just to share with you what I'm wearing. But today, like I say, it's been a sea day and I haven't felt too well today. I'm not quite sure whether it's a bit of seasickness or maybe a couple of Prosecco's that I might have had last night or a little bit of both. I've definitely had a bit of a quiffy tummy. So I've had a little bit of a snooze this morning, and we've packed up a lot of our cases and all that kind of thing, so we're ready for tomorrow. And now I'm going to go and have a little bit of lunch and then go up on deck, and I'm actually going to take a notebook and pen with me, because there's a few things I want to jot down that, just like planning stuff and writing to-do lists and things like that, so I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to take up my English paper piecing with me and do a bit more of that, so hopefully when I am back and I show you a bit more of some of my sewing, I can show you a bit of that I finished. But today I'm wearing another Esty set. So you saw the plain black one from me earlier this week. This week I can't talk properly. Today I have got on my black and white one. Again, like I said the other day, I really want to make a really brightly coloured one. I think that would be lovely. I'll put an image in up here of what this looks like in full. But I'm really enjoying wearing this. It's so comfortable. I think it looks quite smart, quite nice as well. So I'm going to go on up and chill out on the deck for the rest of the afternoon. We are going out for a meal tonight, and I have got one last garment that I want to wear out for an evening meal, so I'll come back and share that with you a bit later. Bye. Hiya, so as promised, I've come back to share with you my last evening dress that I'm going to be wearing out. I've gone slightly more casual, as in it's just a wrap dress and it's in a jersey fabric, and it's really comfortable, it's really nice. It's a dress that I used to wear to work quite a bit. It's actually quite versatile. It's a Vogue dress. I'll put the number of it up on the screen. It's versatile in that it looks quite nice with little pumps, but I've got it on today with some heels as well. So I'll put a picture up on the screen, sharing what that looks like up here in its full. So we're about to go off and have our meal. I have to say I haven't felt particularly well all day today. It's been a very quiet day. Just having some lemonade now just to see if that makes me feel a little bit better. So hoping I can eat my meal. And as much as we've had a wonderful holiday, and we really have, we've enjoyed every minute and it's been really good fun. I'm really ready for home and my own bed. Anyway, see you later. So this is the final video from our holiday. John and I thought we would say a goodbye together. Hi. We've had a really lovely time. We've been up for about an hour. We've got all of our suitcases and things packed up. We have definitely docked into Southampton. Got a little video to show you. Not quite as lovely and glamorous as some of the videos of some of the other places that we've docked, but we are all ready to go. And I just wanted to say, if you've stayed with me all the way to the end, then thank you very, very much for sharing our holiday. We've had a good time, haven't we?
Yeah. Great time. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, thought we'd say see you later. Today I'm wearing my Closet Core Sally jumpsuit. I'll put a picture up here to show you what that looks like. I thought it'd be nice and comfortable for driving home. Anyway, I will see you later. Bye. it.